The List Game is a conversational improv game. We discuss a hypothetical situation, and our cast has drawn a series of phrases from the chicken hat. Their goal is to slip those phrases into the conversation. Every time they do successfully, they get a point. If someone says, "Hey, that's on your list," and catches them, then they get that point. You can also bluff, making up your own. And if someone calls you, you get a bluff point. Do you tip your waiters, waitresses, bartenders? How about tip your podcasters? We need some help with this. Please go to patreon.com/listgame and give us $1 a month. It adds up to about 25 cents an episode. Contact us at listgame@cox.net, COX. Our Twitter is @TheListGame. Here's a promo from another great podcast.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the believer.
I'm Cody. I'm the skeptic.
And together we are BSP, the Idiot-Syncrasy Files.
The podcast where two idiots discuss weird phenomena. This week we're talking about ghosts.
I believe in ghosts.
Why?
There's too much weird stuff in the world for it to be coincidental.
See, I don't, because ghosts are souls, and shirts, pants, and jockstraps do not have souls. These ghosts should be naked.
My jockstrap has a soul.
Moving on. Join us every week where we talk about cool phenomena ranging from
Skinwalkers
to
simulacra.
There you go. Bye! Find us on Google Play, iTunes, and all those other podcasting places. Or visit us at www.bspodphx.com.
An anthology of stories in a universe of universes. A podcast called Chronosphere Fiction. Immerse yourself in the worlds of Gafgarn the Eternally Unfurnished. Monday through Friday at the Smith's residence. Thicker Than Water. The zombie apocalypse of Going to Pieces. Aussie Artificial Superintelligence. These and more are waiting for you on the podcast, Chronosphere Fiction.
An F is for fire.
Look at
that
you, just
burns
on point
down
with
the
those
whole
lyrics.
town.
Hi, James Colgrove.
Used for uranium.
He knows
Bombs.
and
is
and
no survivors.
Every time it gets better. So, say whatever you want about it. And that's how you do it. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
I've seen it.
And then come back and tell me
I've
whatever you
seen
want.
it 4 times.
I've seen it.
I don't watch new things watching Rick and Morty again.
Which one
New
is
things get
pretty badass.
planted.
It's pretty freaking amazing. It is like the best thing I've seen on TV as far as a cartoon ever.
And it's time to shut up.
You want to try that one more time?
Because I'm your host, Daniel Stupid French.
That's your middle name, huh?
No. It's as El Stupido.
As you can hear, we got a pretty full boat on this game today. I'm going to go around the room and they're going to give me their weird call signs and signals and whatever they do. To my left, the philosophistic great Rod Diaz.
Yo.
To his left is the rapping, strapping, clapping Kevin Johnson.
The original 11, by the way.
Kevin
Nice. Things are strange.
Nice.
Next to him, we got a new member who's going to get just roasted today. This is Alexis Bird.
Real name, not a stage name.
I thought it was your stripper name.
You know, one would think, but actually on my birth certificate.
And our favorite replacement, Kathy Lieberman.
Woohoo! Puna Kea.
And then, well, he's been lost. We didn't know where he went. We went digging in the backyard and we
sitting at
found
home
him
in his underwear.
He was rooting around
was
in the
sleeping.
compost bin. The great machine of Dean Garcia. And then you all know I like to say it. He's the man. He's here. He writes things for us, and you got to listen to his stuff on Chronosphere Fiction. Everybody, Chronosphere.
Chronosphere Fiction.
Yeah.
Give us your money.
One of us.
Yes, and go to Patreon and give us money, man. The great voice that's moist, Blake Benlin.
Seriously, folks, give us your money.
All of it.
What are you doing with it?
And I am now
Nothing.
prepared to give you all this week's list topic question. We're going to prison. Yes, orange is the new black, baby. Why are you there? How will you rule the prison? How will we escape? The floor is open.
Well, I know that that I'm there because I've been cutting off those labels that say "Do not remove under penalty of law."
Was it on a mattress
and
or
the
a
like.
pillow? Yeah,
Exactly. I'm a hardened criminal, so I've got a couple life sentences.
Nice.
Not to brag, but being a Latino, I walked through an upper middle class neighborhood and was immediately arrested. So yeah,
Walking while brown.
I'm sure I'm going down for some embezzlement scheme or something.
On the subject of like the whole race thing, can mine be like someone trying way too hard to be a wigger?
You try so hard, it's considered a hate crime.
Exactly.
Y'all know why I'm there? Because I was down at the stream getting crazy with all them beavers.
God damn it, Gopher, get out of here!
How else would I see my father if I did not go?
That's so sweet.
Damn.
I haven't done one with Kevin before.
Family reunion.
Can I change mine to I took it too far at Burning Man? Because
You actually burned a man.
I burn that man every day.
It was her first time. The title was confusing. She didn't know what to do.
thought it was all about human sacrifice, man.
No one sacrifices to the sun gods anymore. What's up with that?
Azteca.
Well, I think while in prison, we should gain money and influence by brewing toilet wine and pimping out Sam to the other
I'm
inmates.
calling you out right now, and that's one of your list terms.
Nope.
No!
What?
He's been on this show too many times. He knows how to just put these random phrases in there. I got excited. It's my first time, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it." Then
That's gotta be it.
It failed miserably.
That's what happens when you get excited.
So shame on me for ever getting excited.
Well,
Yeah.
I got
I say
got
get
arrested.
excited.
I got arrested because I was effusing too much methanol gas from my body during my what is it? Yes, my what is it that yoga, that hot yoga thing?
Oh, like Bikram?
Bikram from too much Bikram
That's-
yoga.
Dude, what a fucking
So you were
nightmare.
you were the thing that was heating up the
Yeah,
room
I was
for the
heating up,
yoga.
and I was just this methane gas was coming out, and California was like wondering why in Anaheim, California, where I was doing my Bikram, is this like gaseous cloud of methane coming up, and it was the hot yoga. So
Well, on Blake's idea of selling wine, I think each of us should get our specific jobs. You know, someone selling it, someone doing damage control, just in case the wine is tainted. I mean, it's made
Who
in a
cares if
toilet.
it's tainted?
Well,
Well, I
isn't
mean,
it,
this is
isn't
a
it
prison,
tainted
there's no
because
quality
it's
control.
toilet water?
Yeah, toilet wine.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay,
Anybody
I guess
here know what toilet
It's
wine
called
is?
toilet wine. Tell us
It's
how to make
called
toilet wine,
Pruno.
Blake.
It's called Pruno.
Exactly. Well, I don't know the precise
I know that.
ingredients or.
Oh my god.
I believe you just
called
take
Pruno.
fruit and you let it rot.
Yeah, pretty much.
In
we
a-
could, like, in a
in a
absolutely
plastic bag, and they
disgusting.
call it
Plastic
toilet wine
bag.
because they hide it in the tank of the toilet so
Yep.
that the guards don't.
Or you can
find
bury it in the in you know
Perfectly safe.
it. Yeah,
in the dirt.
they bury it in the garden.
Ah, good stuff. Okay.
It's a
Bury
trash bag, man.
It's disgusting,
trash
but
bag.
it's better than not getting drunk in prison.
There you go.
So
You gotta
It's
get
got
your
a few
hooch.
raisins in it. What are you
Gotta
gonna
get
do?
your hooch on.
Raisins.
no,
Let's
I'm
hope
at-
they're actually raisins.
I'm genuinely getting confused. Are we like inventing new alcoholic beverages, or
No,
is this
toilet wine
actually
exists.
a thing? This is a thing.
This is a thing.
Inmates make
Yes,
this
yes.
because I mean, when you're in
Totally a
prison, what
thing.
else are you gonna do but find ways to get drunk and
I don't
high?
know.
true.
I envision like if I'm in prison, I'm just gonna read like a ton of philosophy
That's what
books
I
and
was
do some
looking to.
journaling.
Read.
Like I would work on myself. Okay.
I don't even do that outside of prison.
Believe it or not, there's
No, I don't either. I would just take prison as that opportunity.
there's a
You
huge
gotta
amount
cut
of
that
drug
garlic.
use.
Cut that make garlic with their razor blades. Just like in Goodfellas.
They actually had also in Orange is the New Black. They had that fermented wine, right? That toilet wine or something.
They have it in every prison show and movie you've
American
ever
Me.
seen.
American Me. I didn't see American Me.
The brand name.
They had the guy like with his hand going up the sewer pipe and pulling out the ball, the whatever, the
magic
rubber covered
corn dog?
No, it was actually in the shape of a corn dog, but it was this woman. Who was visiting one of the prisoners was pooping down her little condom enclosing heroin, sticking it in the toilet, pooping it out, and this guy was like had his arm up, all the way up to here with poop, just pulling out those little
treasures from the sewer.
And then he said, "That's good shit."
They're filtering the sludge.
I can't do that.
Filtering the sludge, no way.
People get very, people get very inventive.
Filtering the sludge is not on your list.
Sorry.
It's on my list.
American Me is the
points
most
for Tay.
prison.
Keep going.
Rectum.
Because you're in this enclosed environment with very limited access to everything, right? People have to become very, very creative, and they do. They like find ways to solder pieces of metal together to form a shank. You find ways to, whatever you need. If you
A shank?
a shank, yeah,
mean a
a
shiv?
metal shiv.
Okay, he's totally been to prison before.
You see what you do is you get your toothbrush and you find a way to just sharpen it.
Yeah, totally. You can take your soap and turn that into a
If you say a
What do you
shit,
What do you need a
It's
shank for?
It's called lubricant.
I had a girlfriend named Shank once.
you can get the soap and turn it into great skincare,
What do you need a shank for if you can just use your teeth to bite somebody's neck?
You could do that. I mean, that is an option.
You can kill someone with your bare hands.
You could.
That's what
You
you want to
definitely
Shake
do.
your teeth.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
where this guy-
Yeah, you sharpen your teeth.
But typically, when these guys do that, they're pretty intense about it. They get you 4 or 5 times right in the liver, a couple times right in the neck, and then leave you there to bleed out. It's pretty foolproof, I'm saying.
Or they tie you. What they'll do is they'll tie your
Done
bleeding-
correctly, it's pretty foolproof.
and then they tie your body down in some sort of in the field, with the blood
Totally.
leaking in, and the gophers are coming in and munching on you.
But most of the time, people are trying to figure out how to get high or play games. Play some craps or some whatever.
You're gonna get high and just play some games. That's what
it.
prison is all
That's
about.
it. That's it. That is 90%.
Not
maybe
as bad
do
as
some
people
weights.
make it up.
maybe do some weights, right? Maybe get out, get
Get
some
in
air.
shape a little bit. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna do a lot of reading.
They took away
Well,
the
that's
weight.
what I was talking about. Like,
Don't be silly,
self-improvement. Right?
The only thing to read is it's all books in, I don't know, Swatting or something. You can learn this language first.
Yeah, all the God books that you find at CVS Pharmacy right near the, right near where you're getting.
God is real. How to communicate with Him.
They have a library
Capital
with
letters.
shelves and shelves of books, but all the books are L. Ron Hubbard Dianetics.
Torture.
You'll learn a lot about
Battlefield
Xenu.
Earth.
Read it
No.
over and over.
That's terrible, dude.
Dude, I went with my boyfriend in LA the other day, and he's like, "Oh, let's go to this awesome little brunch spot. Like, it's in a weird part of town, but like it's really good." And so we park on a street, and I get out, and I kid you not, we're right outside the Scientology Center. I'm like, where are you taking me? Like, are you trying
just
to
going
induct
it's a
me
trap.
or something?
I got a little video game for you in here.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on to these panels.
Have you ever been audited by anyone?
We're gonna do a little personality test.
Let's go meet John Travolta.
oh, don't worry, I believe in God.
Face off.
Hey, do you like Top Gun? That guy's a Scientologist.
Look at what happened to Katie Holmes.
what?
She said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a
No,
pretty
she
scary
just she
guy.
decided
Like,
her
fuck it.
time till her contract was up.
Right,
Like, okay,
right.
okay, I'm gonna be getting a big check from this.
That's right. That's right.
No, she
And I
said-
guess I got a daughter out of it too, so.
She said Jamie Foxx. She's like, yeah, Jamie Foxx. Hey Siri, this is Jamie Foxx.
Big improvement over Tom
For
Cruise.
the audience, that's a direct quote, by the way.
Roll the dice.
Drinks.
We could start gambling on those games.
The game,
playing.
The
Didn't we
games
talk
that
about
one
games,
plays when
marbles
he's in
and
prison.
crabs,
the prison games.
Twister,
any
Monopoly,
game you can conceive of, we
Clue.
just gotta throw
I would
gambling in
hate
there.
to see how a
fun.
Twister game would go down in prison.
Did you
Just
say
saying.
crabs?
Craps.
Oh, okay. Is
this an
I'm sure
adult-
they can get some dice. All right, you said marbles?
Marbles, why
So
not?
we got the circle and we're shooting the big one in the
We
middle.
can start gambling on marbles, why not?
I feel like domino would be a thing.
Dominoes would definitely be a thing. You can make dominoes out
Oh,
of
great.
just
I was
about
afraid there wasn't
anything.
going to be any pizza in
You make dominoes out of the sludge that go pulled out of the pipe, and you just shape it
We
into your
can, we
dominoes.
can, we can
Or-
make
Dry
chess
in the sun.
pieces. we
Or
can make chess pieces.
we get dominoes
Right? Chess pieces out of the douche.
and not deal with poop.
and bet what? Drugs or whatever.
Everything.
Drugs,
Hair.
cigarettes,
Everything.
toilet
You name it.
paper.
If you can imagine it and somebody
Sam
wants
Mawhinney.
it, you can bet it.
I mean, don't forget, we're pimping out Sam to the other inmates.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
there we
That's
go.
sexual favors.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
They'll
That's
pay.
big.
They'll pay top dollar for Sam.
That's right. That's right. He's got a sweet mouth.
Sweet.
Keep in mind, by the audience, the panel around here at these microphones, that this must be a co-ed prison.
I think the women are going to take over.
That's not as scandalous as like the same-sex prisons.
Well, I mean, it's
feel
a
like.
it's a co-species prison too, because we've got gopher in here.
That's right.
This prison has men, women, and gophers.
Squirrel Master.
Sorry, man, let me borrow that shiv. I gotta keep my beavers in line.
Well, actually, the reason Gopher is here is because it's unfair to the other animals of him being in the animal prison.
For Gopher, we're just going to have to
Those
train
poor
the
beavers.
gophers to help Gopher to take care of himself. Because no one's going to want Gopher, or Gopher's not going to want anyone.
So he's gonna have handlers that we've trained
Yes.
from the gophers in the yard.
yes.
Actually, you could totally hire my mom for that because she's in the process of trying to herd. Like, she won't
Gophers.
kill the gopher in our yard.
can't do
She's
it
trying to herd it out and like looking up all this weird shit online, like castor oil. They don't like castor oil. I mean, I'm like, you could legitimately hire my mom for that.
They'd probably
Nobody
poop
likes
Well, no, to
that.
train the gophers and how you could train that gopher.
Man.
We have the little garden gnomes.
It's not gopher,
And-
squirrel.
Okay, squirrel gophers, whatever. Scrophers. Ooh, new animal for us.
Go squirrel.
Get your hands off my scrofer.
Is that like a beaver?
And yeah, exactly.
Stop scrofering over
Cousin
there.
of the beaver, the scrofer.
They stop scrofering over there, okay?
Don't touch my beaver.
Oh, that's scrofering, man.
You got a little scrofer between your teeth.
That's good.
So anyway, the garden gnomes, the guys with the tiny red pointy hats, they're gopher shepherds, and they have
Are
flocks.
garden gnomes on your list?
No, Bluff Point.
Damn it, Blake.
Damn you, Dean.
That's only one.
Damn you to hell.
How dare you?
I want to see like a hardcore fleet of gnomes. Like, I want them to start coming out with gnome statues that aren't just like, just standing here with the pointy
Yeah,
hat.
these
like
are-
gnomes like with like an AK-47.
Yeah,
like
these are
blasters or
gnomes
something
for
like
prison. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all
Prison
thuggy.
gnomes.
They can be
It's called
synchronized.
game.
They
of
can be
gnomes.
synchronized, and they can do synchronized like a synchronized mob.
Okay, so I have I'm calling a point, possibly a fleet of gnomes.
that. No.
Oh.
Bluff Point for Lexi.
It's called
already
game
in
of
the game.
gnomes.
I like that.
I like the idea of
You gotta put
of
the gnome in a walking space. Take them off somebody's lawn and put them in a walking space. In front of the driveway, in front of like the door. Just put it right there. It's called a game of gnomes. We play this game.
Game of
Game of gnomes, man.
Get a little sword play in
If we're
there.
making money by selling commodities here, I think we could make a lot of money off of soap, because it seems to me that with all this handling of shit in the prison, that there would be an epidemic of stinky brown fingernails. And we could make a fortune off of bars of soap.
That's on your list.
What?
Whatever you said.
You gotta spell it out.
What's on his
What
list?
part?
man?
Because I was gonna call something too.
Something you said.
Some.
Either soap or stinky brown fingernails, man. Pick it.
We need to fashion the soap out of poop.
There we go.
Wait, what?
Poop soap.
We've
You
gone
know,
full
the more,
circle.
the more
Wait, hold on.
bacteria you expose yourself
I'm
to.
sorry, but like, isn't this the purpose of the soap to get rid of the poop from your fingernails?
Yeah, but what do we
So,
care
Kevin,
if we
which one
sell
were you calling
faulty
him on?
products?
Poop soap is on your
What are
list.
you calling him on?
Wrong.
I was not on your list. That doesn't make any sense.
What'd you call him on?
He's beating it
soap?
to death.
Poop soap.
Oh, well played for Blake.
Damn, he's good. Maybe.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're
Did you
okay.
still want to make your call,
Mr.
Kevin?
Humble Blake.
I'm not sure exactly. What
Okay, hold off on it. Think about it.
Anytime, Kevin. Anytime. I'll be waiting.
I think that's a...
Now, how you make poop soap is you got to have glycerin, right? And so we go to all of the inmates that have medications that are in the little pills, right? And the outside casing of the pill is glycerin, and we collect all the pills, and we actually throw the whatever's. Well, we just let people snort that. We sell it to them, but we keep the little cases of the pills, and we melt them down,
snorting that
and
shit.
we have these like glycerin molds, and we're just making glycerin mold puddles. There we go. That you can make into soap, but instead of just a bowl of soap, we're putting in poop.
Makes sense to me.
And
We'll make people use urinal pucks as breath
Gird.
mints.
Urinal pucks is breath mints. Where did that come from?
from poop soap.
Do they
I'm
have
not
urinal
saying
pucks?
anything other than that.
I hope.
I mean, I feel like
Probably not.
you
Not
could
in
use
the
those as
women's
a
room.
weapon.
But if they did,
Well, there are a lot of women in prison that can pee standing up. So yes, they have urinal cakes in both of men and women's.
Okay, what about then biological hazard tampon disposals?
What are they shaped like? What do they look like?
Well, what do you mean? What do they look like?
Is it a box? Is
It's
it
just like a
just
box
like the
like those
box where they, like,
biohazard little where you stick your needles
so
in, but
is
it's
that on your
tampon.
list?
No, it's not, Blake.
so does the biohazard team come in and pick them up, or
You've got to have a lot of STDs. I feel like if you
Yeah,
need
so it's
to,
gotta have a
if you need
biohazard.
to like put your tampon in a biohazard container.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
think
never
it's
know.
important.
It's prison.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who else?
Can that
Where are they
laughter.
putting those tampons anyways? They could be in other places, like your butt.
I was gonna go for the more PG thing and say like what, like up your nose?
But
Like when I get a nosebleed?
She could have said ass.
That's what I do every time I get a nosebleed. I don't know about you.
So we've also got to try and escape this prison, right?
Oh,
Don't
right.
forget.
we're getting
I don't know. It
complicated
sounds
now.
like a
This is
pretty
the
cozy
funnest part.
life.
I think we should capture prison snakes, tie them together, and use them as a rope to
Prison snakes?
To escape.
Prison
Yeah, prison
snakes.
snakes.
Man.
I was just making sure I heard you right.
Yeah,
they
prison
live in the
snakes.
gopher holes?
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Chasing down the gophers.
The squirrels, man.
Yeah, remember this is a co-species prison here.
A kosh species. There's
Co-species.
rabbis. Oh, okay.
No, they just come to bless the
but what,
species.
but what if the place was really cool? Like had all kinds.
We
of
don't
really,
even want to escape. We're like,
Please
hey,
name a
prison's
prison
okay.
That's really cool.
What if there were like roller coaster rides in the laundry room?
No,
There are.
It's gonna have koi
What if there were,
ponds
like, Ewok
and water
orgies
polo
and-
stadiums.
Yeah.
Corn dogs and funnel cake.
I'm just saying, it's possible. But if it's not the case, then we should probably just kidnap the warden's daughter.
Ooh, yeah.
And pass
Is
her
that on your
around.
list?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I think we should just whore Sam out to the warden himself and bribe him.
Via Sam. Via Sam's sexual favors.
What is?
And while the warden's with Sam, we kidnap the warden's daughter and we hold her hostage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if we dress Sam as the warden's daughter?
We dressed
But how would that help us get out?
All right, I didn't realize it. We're still talking about Stam.
We're still talking about Sam.
It's been weeks.
Well, actually, Sam has returned to the show. He was on the last two episodes.
He was on the last episode.
You mean
He was on remote. No, we did
the-
Google Hangouts, and he was on the screen, and you could all hear him.
He totally was doing the thing.
so hard at him?
I want to think, just being new here, that Sam is an actual person. But
He is.
there's a part of me that's like, no, that's totally like your split personality, like all on Fight Club. You're like, Sam's not here today.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't quite call Sam a person.
But you're right, it is Blake's alter ego.
We need to break it to Sam on the next episode. Turns out you're just my alter ego. Sorry, pal.
Sam's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
Sam's gone away.
Sam is not here, Mrs. Torrance.
It's Blake now. Rump, rump, rump. That's right. I'm not Sam. I'm Blake.
I'm fabulous.
Fabulous. Blake Bendon. And then Sam's mom goes, "Oh, thank God. I like Blake a lot more."
We all know why Sam's here. His girlfriend's a little too young.
Like Roman Polanski young.
Younger.
Like Rugrats young.
You missed the pick in the text.
And actually, fun fact, pedophiles usually have a rougher time in prison than most inmates.
true.
Yeah, no, I have heard that. Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody works at the shade store. Somebody is managing the shade store right now.
So you don't want to be Peter Dinklage and go to this prison then.
No.
Because you'll be running from the
difference would it make?
pedophiles all day.
All day long.
Chasing me. Look at that kid. Get him.
I'm
Sorry,
grown
Peter.
now,
We love
I
you, Peter.
swear.
Sam would be right on Peter's
I
heels.
should have picked somebody else. Yosemite Sam. Yeah, you don't want to be Yosemite Sam.
I think
If
it's
it's
been
a-
like 10 years since I've even heard the name Yosemite
Yosemite
Sam
Sam.
mentioned, and I love that.
Oh, he runs the kitchen in this prison.
Oh, sweet. What is it? Okay, so what kind of food would Yosemite Sam serve?
He cooks the
Split
chili
pea soup.
from episode number 8. What?
Split pea soup.
Split pea soup.
Split pea soup.
Only
And,
for
and if
cheese
you piss him off, he's gonna be spitting in your split pea soup.
Actually, every employee in the prison is a different Looney Tunes character.
That would be like the most incredible prison.
The warden is Foghorn Leghorn.
I say you're not getting out of here.
You gotta bring these prisoners in line.
Well, we're not gonna be getting his daughter then.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Well, these drugs?
Do not choke on your cornbread, sir.
Elmer Fudd is a guard.
No, all the guards are Elmer Fudd because they're clones.
That makes sense.
There are a bunch of Elmer Fudds walking around. That's why it's so easy to escape.
It's like at one point, they'd be like, all right, Daffy Duck, do you want to shoot him now or wait till you get home? I mean, they got away with that. Shoot him now! No, wait.
I wonder about how some of those cartoon characters were drawn, though. I mean, like, you know, like, does anyone else think there's something like suggestive sometimes in the way that they're drawn?
Oh, definitely.
Lola Rabbit, most definitely.
Like, well, I know, but I'm not talking about like Jessica Rabbit, or I know you said Lola Rabbit, but
Lola Rabbit is Bugs Bunny in a sweater and
wait,
A
is it
wig.
is it Bugs
Tight-fitting
Bunny
clothes.
in drag?
yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd,
But Bugs was
No,
totally
but-
big
gay.
feet.
How do you know? How do you
Bugs was totally gay.
No, but I'm
Not
talking
only
about
was
like
Bugs gay, but Bugs went around kissing every guy, and he was
Big
totally
ones.
fabulous. He was the gayest of gay
Oh,
cartoons,
yeah, with the
and it was
whole-
totally like in the open, but without being fully expressive about
He always had a carrot in
it.
his mouth.
He was awesome. I think he was a blatant show of here have a
we can do
gay
this,
have a
man.
gay character, but we're not going to say it.
We're just not going to say it.
And
We're
then
just
we
gonna
have
do
the
it.
complete opposite, Pepe Le Pew.
like
The thing about Pepe though is that Pepe was 100% like
Stinky.
he was a predator.
A misogynist.
He was 100% a predator. Like he would have gone to jail.
no, he was just French.
Same difference. French predator. That's like an oxymoron.
I mean-
I think in order to escape, we should disguise ourselves as a country band.
That's there to play like Johnny Cash did at Folsom Prison.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do the Von Trapp thing and escape during
Do you
a
have-
talent show kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And then it's like one big family band and
Yeah.
so wholesome, even though we're escaping from prison.
Or like a baritone doo-wop singer.
I get to be Dolly Parton, and I'm going to be Dolly Parton in overalls with a little sprig of straw sticking out of my mouth. And every time I start singing, the straw flips out and goes into my cleavage.
And then you have to like
Ooh.
grab it.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me. Let me get this straw into my cleavage.
Wow, how
Let
clumsy.
me accidentally reveal my nipple whilst doing this.
so most of the like escapes that I know of have been like by people actually going underground. Like El Chapo in Mexico, he like dug a tunnel under the damn Well, he didn't. Somebody did.
The Great
Probably,
Escape in World War II.
He did it with a spork, didn't he?
You know, a number of people that have made it out have done it through tunneling, right? So that's like
Tunneling's a good way.
a big way to go. Number two, maybe if
popular
we're
thing to do.
if we're in the future, maybe there'll be droids in this place, and if there are, then we can like get one, reprogram it so that it does the tunneling for us, and then we just sort of walk our way out behind it.
Well, this is a
That's on your list.
Nope.
Well, this is a Looney Tunes prison, so all we have to do is get one of those black circles and place it on a wall, and boom, we're out.
But how do you
like,
get one of
if
those?
it's-
Is it in prison? We gotta get it when smuggled in.
Right, we gotta.
No, we just
gotta
wait to
find a
see
way.
a shadow, then we pick the shadow off the ground, throw it on the wall,
Okay.
and walk through the wall.
Am I like? Can I just throw it out there? Like, if we're genuinely in a Looney Tunes prison, is it that hard to escape? Like,
Well, you gotta
Elmer
remember-
Fudd is the guard.
That's true. We should
Yeah,
be able
but
to
they have
walk
all
out
the
the front
same
door.
tricks, man. You know, Blake picks up his shadow and he throws it on the wall and makes the hole, right? And then he goes to run through it and he slams
hits,
into it
yeah,
because
exactly.
the
Wile E.
Roadrunner
Coyote.
actually painted it.
Oh God, the Roadrunner is a guard.
He
Now
got it-
that's a tough prison to
He
get
got
out
it
of.
from Acme. That's why.
The whole prison is run by Acme.
It says Acme on the outside. Acme Prison.
It's Acme Taz Island.
Cue the anvil falling.
In case you didn't get that, that was Acme Taz instead of Alcatraz. You know,
No, I
Taz
didn't
is
get
the
it.
Tasmanian devil.
I just
Aw,
laughed
man.
just to make you feel
But
better. So in some of these games, let's go back to the games. In some of these
Alright.
games that we
love
play,
prison games.
like if you lose, would you have to like?
Watch
how would you pay?
Watch BET. You gotta watch BET.
Oh, BET.
Oh, I thought you said PET. I was
Me
like, is
too.
this like a
I'm like,
thing for like a
BET,
pets?
come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prisoner
yes.
entertainment television.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Saw that shit in black.
We don't want to
Prisoners
watch
eating
black
toddlers.
people.
Prisoners eating toddlers. PET.
Hey.
I would watch that.
Even the Mexicans watch BET.
That's
Got
true. I did when I was younger.
soul.
No, in jail.
Does Tyler Perry on BET? Because I mean, I just feel like never mind.
Wow.
racist.
No, because
Oh my God.
that's not where I was going with that. It was just like because I feel never mind.
Leave
I'm
it to
gonna
the white
stop
woman.
while I'm not ahead.
We get it. We understand.
That
Sure.
wasn't anti-Semitic at all.
Okay, so yeah, no. If you win a game at some point,
Right.
you get control of the remote for the TV.
Or you get control over people and you get to tell them what to do. Like you get to force them to take certain drugs, force them to do certain things.
Little Svengali action.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like Commander for 10 minutes.
You
or
get
something
access
like
to
that.
the secret flip phone stash. They've got.
I think the flip phone needs to make a comeback.
they have them in
saying.
prison. That's all they got. And they're
No,
not even
but I mean
supposed to
like,
have
but I
them.
mean like outside of prison. Like,
Well, they're making
things
iPhones
are indestructible.
that are foldable, right?
What?
So maybe you can
Are
just
they?
fold it up, just like a flip phone.
It's a little piece of plastic and you crumple it up and stick it in your pocket.
It's a coconut with a wire attached.
You just got to
It
pull
works.
the string. You got to pull the strings taut enough.
Going back to the basics.
See, I got an
We've got
Yeah,
those
the-
running all over the
tin
prison down the
can
hallway.
with the string. Like, hello.
The guards use those to communicate.
Some people will have to be punished badly. Like they'll have to be buried up to their neck and honey poured on them. Maybe some gophers have to chew on them, or I don't know. You know,
Ants.
you got to be able to do
Doing the
certain
honey,
or
it's
ants,
ants, yeah.
honey with ants.
I didn't know we were in
Maybe
prison
it's-
during the rape of Nanjing.
Well, I mean, you
Phone
got to be able
check,
to.
fool.
Some of us are psychopaths in this prison, and we want to see some, you know,
Serious
wanna
Yeah, let's see
brutality.
some like true medieval
Yeah,
type
you know.
torture tactics.
this
Yeah.
drug stuff and this fun, you know, dressing Sam
like a
up into, you know, hula
Purple
skirts and
nurples
whatever.
all
I
day.
want to see some death.
A Roman Colosseum in the back of the prison. People fight lions.
That's fun.
I'm going to the library.
No working on yourself anymore, Rod. It's time for you
Damn
to just
it.
take your
But remember, all the
punishment.
books are in Botswana and.
No, he's gonna
Damn
read
it.
Dianetics again.
You can go to the library. It's just behind the line.
I want to get to OT4.
You can't get sexually assaulted in the library.
Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows that.
That's the
Knowledge
safe
is my
space.
bitch.
I'm gonna make these books my bitch.
Then you would watch The Wire, okay? So when Omar was in jail in The Wire, he walks in this room, and these three big dudes come around him, and they take phone books and wrap around him like, you know, like, that is your bulletproof vest in prison?
Wait, phone books?
Yeah,
Phone books.
They're pretty
That's
thick.
right. Yeah.
And he walk in the room, as the dude try to stab him, he hears a fucking phone book. I'm like, God damn it, Omar. And you're gay, Omar. So it's like, and you're gay. Whoa. So you're kind of home in prison, but you feel like you need
Oh,
protection.
that's right. Omar is gay. He's hotly gay. Yeah.
It's like Tom Ford, because I feel like Tom Ford is like.
Who's the dude on the American Horror Story? That
John Waters.
young boy, blonde hair one, and
Evan Peters?
he does a gay scene like. I wish I was a man who was gay.
Oh no! See, I
Which season of American Horror Story was that?
It's the Roanoke.
Oh, I didn't see that.
was-
all the way
I haven't
through.
seen that
Kissing
one.
this
a good
man. Woo!
No, I just said like Tom Ford is like the reason I wish I was a gay man. Like that.
Which one? What you got to tell me a movie or scene?
No, he's the creative director of Gucci, and then he does his own fashion brand now. But like, it's just that man has it on point.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Yeah, you would wish you were a gay man too.
No.
Burned.
No, okay.
Added twist.
But Omar, man, come on, man.
Back to Omar.
Omar is a good. He had a good.
Omar.
He's some good-looking
He
scenes.
was walking down the street with a sawed-off shotgun and a trench coat, robbing drug dealers, going to prison, feeling like at home.
I'm going
Wait,
home.
who writes
again.
this, man?
It's kind of like a Robin Hood story.
Okay, added twist, an incentive to escape and or win games. The prison is haunted.
What's haunting it?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Demons,
Ghosts? What else?
demons, poltergeist, ghosts.
Yeah, like is it?
Demons, haunted dolls.
Poltergeists,
Well,
ghosts,
okay, this is-
phantoms,
None of those really
apparitions.
are scary compared to demons.
This is an easy solution. As we all know, ghosts can't attack you if you're under a blanket, so we make the entire prison a blanket for it.
But a demon can.
Okay, are we 5?
Oh, excuse me, you get attacked by ghosts, sure.
Hey,
I'll be safe in my blanket fort.
on your list?
You know what, Blake? But that's beside the point. This is an excellent plan.
I think it's a demon, and I don't think your fort's gonna work.
So there.
Yeah, I missed the memo on like if you're under a blanket, it can't attack you.
Yeah.
Those
Everybody
Asian
knows that when they're
spirits
kids.
go under the blankets.
I know,
Asian
I-
spirits
I-
go under blankets.
We just be haunted.
You know, that might have saved me a lot of trauma as a child, because apparently I didn't know that.
You got attacked by ghosts a lot? Yeah, I get it.
We'll be
Yeah,
haunted
been there,
by.
been there.
We'll be haunted by Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
So he won't scare us. He'll just show up and explain everything to us.
Yeah, he's just narrating the
In a
prison.
beautiful voice, but to some
Yeah.
people it will be very boring.
Shawshank.
But he's also God too.
No, I was gonna say everyone knows that Morgan Freeman is the
Freeman's
voice
God.
of God.
Well,
not
he's
a-
God too. He was God.
I know, but like that's truly how his voice sounds. It's very godly.
Hey, for the record, Morgan Freeman was the first black president in a motion picture.
Is that
What was
true?
that for,
Denzel
like-
Washington wasn't?
Was that for like chain reaction or
That
something?
was that was her Deep Impacts.
Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a porn, right?
That was a
You're-
It
comet
should've
hitting
been
Earth porn.
with that name.
Touche, Mo Frere. Touche, Mo
It's
Frere.
a
Hey, I
comet
hear Morgan was
hitting Earth
really
porn.
good in that one, but he was a bottom. I hear he didn't measure up.
What if it's
Okay.
infested by aliens?
The aliens disguised as humans, but they don't know how to act.
Now, is this the inmates or is this the Elmer Fuds?
The Elmer Fuds.
Okay.
All the
Oh, in
above.
that case, they have Elmer Fuds. They have for guards Elmer Fuds. What are the other one I said?
But Longhorn.
No, he's the warden.
Oh, okay.
Roadrunners.
get it
They got
right.
Roadrunners and
Marvin the
Martin the Martian.
Yeah,
Which that's what you got to be scared about because Martin Martian
Okay.
does have a
blaster.
ray
Yeah,
to
that's
disintegrate
right.
you.
That's right.
Yes.
He's like he walks really fast and, and he doesn't say anything, right?
No.
That's when we make plans for
He does have a
colonizing the
voice.
moon.
Yeah, he
We're
does.
dealing with
He does.
aliens and stuff
He
like
talks
that.
about taking over Earth.
Well, Martin the Martian.
He talks like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he's going
going
That
to
was
take over
a really good
Earth.
rendition.
Thank you.
Marvin the Martian's kind of like Orko, though, right?
Yes.
Who's Orko?
Orko, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda
Oh,
like
Orko.
And it's kind of a character in Final Fantasy, kind of like him too. You're
Orko,
like-
isn't that
My,
the kind of whale
my
they
drug
got at
addict mind
SeaWorld?
goes to. Did someone say Norco?
That's what he's made out of. He's a hot commodity.
Orko, he's like that dude where you can't quite see his face for some reason.
Because it's a bowling ball. But it is a bowling ball for a head, which has 3 convenient holes.
Ooh, the
Some
plot
people think it's 2 eyes in a
thickens.
mouth, but it's a bowling ball.
Well, maybe we want to flee the prison because of the poor living conditions, you know, mold on the ceiling and bugs in the sink.
Ew, gross. Bugs? I'm out of there.
Worms
It's on your
in the
list.
Because that's the worst
what on
of
my
what's
list?
going on.
Yeah,
Bugs in the sink.
you know, worms and pillowcases and whatnot.
Oh, stop.
That's what you use when you're instead of putting bricks or something in it to hit somebody. it's
And what
just full
else?
of
And what
worms.
else, Blake? Let's hear it.
I'm pretty sure.
Come on, let's hear it.
Dirt on the floor.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that like most of the prison industrial complex is really all about slave labor. So what we need to do is get the hell out of there before they put us to work for no money.
What kind of jobs do we get?
Shitty ones, man. And the one anything
Is it
that
just the
nobody
old
wants to
making
do.
license plate boring thing? I want something new.
Probably like the worst you can conceive of is what's happening right now.
Oh, are we in a private prison or a government-owned prison?
Oh, that's a really valid
Aren't
question.
they all privately owned?
No,
No.
no.
Well, it's like electroshock therapy, or are you making a car?
Electroshock may not be too bad. Get rid of some of those bad memories.
I know what job they give us. We
Just
have
fry it till I don't remember anything.
we make elementary school lunches.
Ooh, a hairnet and everything.
You make those Uncrustables,
That's why the school food is like that.
the rubber pizzas.
Was that on your list? Elementary school lunch?
No.
Wow.
Had for
Well, if we're
elementary
making
school.
elementary school lunches, here's what we do. We poison them and kill all the children. All the elementary
It's
school
on your
children.
list.
We make shivs out of corn dog sticks and have the kids fight it out.
I like that.
And then we have to find some way to disguise the bread truck or, the laundry truck or something so that when we go around to drop stuff off and pick stuff up, we're picking up the bodies of the kids that have fought each other with the corn dog shivs so we can
Cook them.
eat them!
So how could I hide in the laundry? I can't hide in the laundry.
Did you say bread
If you're
truck?
a baby.
To hide in the laundry.
I said laundry truck. I said bread truck, yes.
What?
Can't hide
What's
in
a
the
bread
laundry.
truck?
Bread
You know,
truck.
it's a truck that carries bread.
Oh,
Is that on your list?
It's what on my list?
Bread truck. Only if the bread is brown. If the bread is brown, you can hide in that bread. But if the laundry's white,
Like what,
how the
like
fuck am I supposed to hide in
pumpernickel?
there, man?
You just get in with the
brown
really
bread, like
dirty
pumpernickel?
laundry, dude.
well, no, we can hide in the bread truck. It's more easier because there's white bread and then there's wheat bread.
No black bread.
Or maybe,
Bad
yeah.
really
If the bread is
quickly.
burnt, then it's black.
There's some really dark pumpernickel in there.
There is.
And we just, paint one of those.
Pumpernickel's not bad bread. Maybe it's not the best, but it's not bad.
What if it's raisin bread? You could pretend to be one of the raisins.
Or then we can take the raisins and make the pruno, right?
Not necessarily.
That would imply I'm old, and I'm not.
Give you a saxophone, you can be a California raisin.
With the bread truck, all we have to do is paint a red cross on it, and that way, boom,
So Red
we
Cross.
can take those kids, no problem.
So
Because
it
then
sounds
they'll
like
think
we're
we're an
gonna
ambulance.
start killing kids, huh?
Well, yeah.
Why the
stand
hell
them
not?
up
I mean,
for
what else is
food.
there to do in prison than kill kids?
So then we're gonna bring the kids in. We can have them play Monopoly, and we can kill them if they lose
Yeah,
the Monopoly game.
we disguise the bread truck as an ambulance, and
Or
then
by-
we take the kids in there, make children sandwiches, I guess, with the bread.
I don't know.
Boom, we're
I
good.
think we should have them play games of some sort, and then if they
The game is Run from Sam.
Wait, how did we get to
like-
eating
It's
children?
the most dangerous game ever played, children's style.
What you talking about?
We have them play Mousetrap because nobody wins Mousetrap.
Or spelling bees.
Nobody ever
You-
finishes
I-
Mousetrap.
Exactly.
I just feel like you just get to shout "Mousetrap!" Like that's the fun.
The
'cause no
trap
one
actually
wins.
works.
How about whoever swallows the most flares wins?
Oh my God, Brett.
Are they
I
already,
feel like I need to. I need to.
are they lit while you swallow?
Oh yeah,
of
definitely.
course, yeah.
Spicier that way.
I say we have a talent show, and if the kids don't, whoever wins gets to go with Hugo. Whoever loses the talent show, I don't know.
Is
Yeah,
Hugo
we eat
like
him.
the little mad scientist doll
No,
from the 70s?
No, isn't
Hugo
that like
is the big thug in the I don't know in the jail. I don't,
Oh.
It wasn't a good name. It
I
wasn't a
thought
good
that
name.
was like the fantasy kids movie.
Hugo.
I thought
Yeah.
his
It's
name
also
was
an award,
Nasty
right?
Nate.
Yeah.
I thought his name was Nasty Nate.
Or we could trick the kids into doing the prison labor for us.
It's a
Even
game.
better. Now we're making tennis
Yeah,
shoes.
Tom Sawyer style, man.
It's arts and crafts, making license plates.
Arts and crafts. Time,
All of a
kids.
sudden, all the R's and F's are backwards.
It's charming because it was done by kids.
This is how you make toilet wine, and you can make it for your mom and dad at home.
Bruno. And then we can have the kids also cooking our dinners in the kitchen and making us.
Yeah, we can just use
rice
children as
array.
slave labor.
I made
Yeah.
saltwater ramen noodles with a side of rotten onion or something. That's
It's got to be saltwater with onion. It definitely.
Yeah.
Why?
Really
Where does the
right.
salt water come from?
The sea.
Water with salt.
ocean.
We're on Alcatraz Island. We're
Salt water.
I
surrounded
don't know.
by the ocean.
I
now
just
we're-
wanted it to sound like gross because we're in prison.
Salt water. It's
Yeah.
the sweat off the backs of
Oh, it would be the sweat. It would be.
the sweat off the backs of the young kids.
What?
How do
we,
we
uh,
make them sweat?
I am going.
If we want to get off the island, we just sew a couple children together, fashion a raft out of them.
They do float well,
Yeah, exactly.
They're
They're buoyant.
They just flap their little
especially the
feet.
dead ones.
Exactly. As they're dying, they twitch a lot. You know.
How far are we
Propel us
from?
right to the shore. Yeah. Yeah.
How far are we from like other land? Because we don't want them to, rot. by the Alcatraz before we get there.
23.25 miles.
I used to know this fact. I think she's.
that.
I was making it up, but
swear.
it's all right.
Okay,
No,
because
I
that was
don't know.
very convincing.
I-
Just
I-
saying.
I swam
It was the
twice.
point.
I don't think it's that far.
Yeah,
it's definitely swimmable.
That's not much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're like
people
on
have
your
made it
back and
before.
you're like, nah, 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 nah.
They should put some
Oh, that's
sharks
it, man.
in the water.
I'm doing the Count of Monte Cristo thing. You know, somebody dies, I'm going to be the dead body that they throw out in the ocean. You know,
I can eat
so-
and float.
And I'm so used to poop soap and poop soup that all the little turds that are floating out from the island, because when we flush, it just goes out there.
That's nothing.
Plenty of stuff floating around.
Just like scrape the fat off the
Tie that stuff together for a raft.
You corral a
No,
shark.
no, for real, like, shoot him now. I'll wait till you get home.
How did he always turn it around so it was Daffy Duck instead of Bugs Bunny that got taken home and shot?
Rabbit season.
I know,
Duck
I was
season.
always-
Rabbit season. Duck season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season.
So we corral a shark. That's right. We could corral a shark and then ride it back to
Ride
San
it back.
Francisco. Yeah.
Riding a shark, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to
Sick
be
as
a
in
lot of
sick
them in
or
the
as
bay
in-
water.
What if you make a pair of wings out of toilet paper and fly to shore?
Well, if we're going to make wings, I'm making mine out of L. Ron Hubbard Dianetics books.
The only problem with wings is that depending on your weight and size, you would probably need to have something like 160 or so feet.
That doesn't seem like a problem.
Well, hang gliders aren't that big. How about just make a good hang glider?
and your arms probably aren't strong enough to give the flapping to those massive
Well, this is
wings.
prison. We're working out.
Yeah, we've
you
been in
know?
prison a while. We know how to flap.
I'm just being the voice of reason and reality. But yeah, you
Stop
guys can totally
crushing
do
our
it.
dreams.
You guys can totally do it.
Oh, I tie my wings to my butt cheeks because my butt cheeks can squeeze and flap really good.
If it could be done, it would have been done by now.
Okay, well, think more realistic, Rob. Okay, I was thinking walking on the water. Just plain walking on it.
We're going Jesus style.
Yeah,
Love
Jesus
it,
style.
yeah.
He did it,
He's the
so.
Messiah.
I think corralling a shark is way more realistic.
It's on your list.
We just we take Sam Mawhinney and we jump on his back, and we tell him to swim to shore. That is, all of us just dogpile on Sam.
It's been working out.
Yeah, totally. Look at him. He's buff.
See, I feel like there's a sexual
ripped.
undertone going on here. We just dogpile him, and he's super buff.
Yeah, Blake wants to see Sam in a hula skirt. Yeah, little hula skirt. But in prison it would be like barbed wire
skirt with a
When you hula.
with a electrical wire necklace. That's awesome.
Hold that loop of my jeans.
It's
boy.
like an assassin hula, like because it could be dangerous with the barbed wire.
And just I wanna like get close to you, Blake, and
Takes
just,
off, takes off his necklace and just like, yeah.
Like, yeah, Sam's doing that to Blake, and Blake's like,
Oh yeah.
Almost there.
Harder.
Well, Kevin said scared straight. That's how we get some kids in there because we're gonna, do the scared straight program.
oh, there we go.
We're gonna tell them
Yeah.
really scary
You get
stories.
drug and alcohol fetuses involved, man. What's going on here?
Yeah, feces.
Fetuses.
Are they fetuses? Like,
If you show him just a pile of fetuses,
I
or
believe-
feces, that would
Like,
make
We've had some drug and alcohol feces earlier in the episode.
Fetuses.
oh no, but you said fetuses, right? It's like this is what fetal alcohol syndrome looks like, kids.
If we want to scare the little children straight, we just have to hang one of the Elmer Fuds, because they're clones. There's a lot of them. They're expendable. From one of the watchtowers.
Just make another one later.
You know what? I have to do it.
Do what? Come on.
Elmer Fudd clone. Is that on your list?
Nope.
Ah, damn it!
Not to
I hadn't
bring up
seen
Star
Tony
Wars,
in years.
but treating
blow
the
a point for that,
clones
too.
as expendable is exactly what made the clones in Star Wars feel less than, and talk about revolts and stuff.
They were just revolting. Why'd you bring up Star Wars? See what you
I
did?
don't know. I'm sorry.
matter with
we don't
you?
have our old
It's
group
our
anymore.
kids, man.
This
It's
would
on
have
your
went.
list.
This would have
job,
went.
Dean.
Oh, he called. No, it's not.
It's on your list.
I love Star Wars. I like having Kevin here because he just gives out points. That's on your list.
Somebody sneezes.
I think he-
Dude, that's on your list.
I think he just likes to get uppity.
They remember 2 episodes ago, Daniel went on a prolonged bluff. And at the end, Daniel said, "You were supposed to call me." And then Sam says, "Is that on your list?" Like, seriously. Hey, Sam, if you say the word gullible really slowly, it sounds like green beans.
I don't understand how you sustained this for so long.
We need
Sam's
to.
earned it.
You got to listen to all the episodes, and then you got to remember you didn't hear the stuff that's not on the episodes.
What if we feed Sam the gossamer pellet of heroin, and then
Is that
I don't even know this guy,
urinal
but-
puck breath mint? Or
yes, it's a plug because I'm going to call it the plug because it's from the butt.
okay,
It comes from the butt. It's a butt plug heroin.
Well, that's
A
like
pellet.
how all drugs
Oh,
get in
the
prison.
balloon.
The balloon. Yes, the balloon. But I kind of
so it
like
used
the
to be
pellet.
black tar heroin. Now
Yeah, well,
it's butt plug heroin.
Yeah.
Prison style.
That means when you pull it out, it does make that noise. Thank you.
How many did you put?
The children taste delicious, especially the thighs.
Yes, cannibalism is part of a family show. All the cannibals in the world were families.
It's a sound
Dara was
bite,
gonna
man.
say, just some families are intact and some aren't. Haha, anyone never. Damn it, I'm really making bad jokes today.
No, you're doing very well. We're just
You
having
should
fun
hear
joking
Sam's
about you.
jokes.
The
Honestly.
legendary Sam, aka Blake.
That's right. There is
The
no
family is
Sam.
intact with deep impact.
The truth is,
big
I have been
sticks.
doing Sam's voice all along. There is no Sam.
No real Sam Mooney.
It's just a character
There is no
that I've
spoon.
been doing from the very beginning. Fooled ya.
I know this because Sam knows
funny.
this. I'm starting to sweat quite a bit.
I
Like,
was
is
too.
that normal?
I thought it was just me because
That's not
totally-
I'm an
normal.
old
You should
lady.
be
Totally
ashamed.
You should
sweating.
really
that-
maybe
that-
see a doctor
That prison
about that.
sweat, we make money off of that. You see?
Kevin's a
Oh yeah,
doctor.
the saltwater ramen noodles. That's what it
Yes,
was from
yes.
the sweat, and then yeah.
Ooh, we soak the kitty's forearms and little legs in the brine of the sweat, and then we put them into little popsicles and have the big stick forearms and big stick thighs
Yeah, big
for eating because we're cannibals.
You mean like the Like the popsicle big stick?
The popsicle
Oh, okay.
big stick arms, and they're brined.
Yeah, that's what I call it too.
Speaking of popsicles, does anybody remember Otter Pops? How about those?
Yeah, and
Yeah, of
even
course.
as a child, I never liked Otter Pops,
Yeah,
which is probably more reason why I'm a malicious human being.
It was like frozen Kool-Aid, and it cut up the sides of your mouth.
Yeah, you know what? You could use an Otter Pop as a weapon.
I was like, this, you know, this is literally like staining my intestine like bright red. So.
And yet I kept eating them.
It sounds familiar.
So your intestines are now like bright red, like Kool-Aid style.
Well, you didn't hear that from me.
They're called otters. Yo, no, Gopher. He likes them otters. Because they're the beavers of the sea.
Made from real otters.
Oh, not otters,
Grind
but let's
them
eat
up.
the babies.
No.
You shouldn't otter eat that.
That's not funny.
I was supposed to use the old man, but they say not to eat that.
See that? Yeah, the delivery I think
Yeah.
would have been more
You gotta do that.
appropriate with the old man voice.
All right. You guys want to count up some points?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Need an
You
hour
could
just
spit
to
one
get my
out
one.
right now, and everybody wouldn't know. Are you bluffing or are you spitting out your last one? And everybody's got to decide if they're
Well,
going
can
to
I
call
spit
you.
out? Can I spit
Roasting
out five?
seagulls.
Yeah, just spit out like
Roasting
5 nonsensical
seagulls.
Your list.
statements, and we won't know which one it is, most likely.
All right, everybody, speed round.
Oh, God.
No big stories, just like start spitting
I
stuff.
like it. I like it. I like
But
it.
I finished mine.
You are so
awesome.
good.
I mean, given a lot of it was just like when everyone's talking, like I'm just gonna like interject this really quickly and no one will even notice. So
Hashtag me too.
Now, it's your first time, but as you get better at the game, the real points are when you bring it up and you get people to talk about it. That's the real
I like-
point.
yeah.
When you just sneak them in, it's like, yeah,
I know,
right,
I know. I'm a novice.
Your
I
first-
have
it's
much
your
to
first game.
learn. I
It's
have
your
much
first
to
game.
learn.
Daniel find you?
Why are you here? Oh my god.
Sam is watching you.
He's always watching me. It's my split personality, after all.
You're not supposed to be aware of that.
Sam told me.
I think we should build a fort in the middle of our field where we walk and play and exercise, and we have the weights with the lead ballast and the.
Now, is this Dean's blanket fort?
Could be, because Dean has to be
Should.
hidden from the Dean has
okay.
to have his place where he
So we
has to
have a
hide from
fort
the
in the middle,
ghosts.
but it's
Yeah,
a blanket
exactly.
fort.
But
Okay.
but then we have the Donner Party, and the Donner Party will be part of our group because there'll be ghosts, but there'll also be Donner Party people in it as they were cannibals because we were talking about cannibals so much. Our camels with their the.
You stole my camel
I
joke.
know, I
Nice
did.
try.
Okay, I'm
That's
done.
not on your list.
I'm done. I'm done. Call me on whatever.
All right, you guys want to do some points?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just pick them out. Okay, the great philosophic rod. What'd you get, my man?
I got called on kidnap the warden's daughter, and I got synchronized lynch mob,
Synchronized lynch mob.
and I got roller coaster rides in the laundry. I got spitting in the split pea soup.
The tongue twister. Everybody say it 10 times fast. Spitting in the
Spitting
split
in the
pea
split
soup.
pea.
I can't say it one time fast.
Baba Booey.
And
I wish I
Rod,
heard that
Betting
one. I would've
on a
known
game
about
of
fuel
marbles,
betting on a game of marbles. That was a good
and urinal puck breath mints.
Wow, I was almost going to call you on urinal.
I
puck,
was
but
tempted to do that
yeah.
too, and then I was like, no,
so
it was
tasty.
too organic.
because the way he brought it up too was like, okay, no.
Kevin, throw it at me.
All right,
You're
koi ponds, drug and alcohol exposed fetuses,
Damn it.
canned laughter, electroshock therapy, choking on cornbread, and somebody called me on one of these. Infinite sadness. I did the whole melancholy thing, and water polo skating.
And Alexis, what you got for me?
Okay, jelly bean sniffing dogs, inventing new alcoholic beverages, saltwater ramen noodles, Ewok orgies, testicle nostrils, which I cannot remember if I actually got that
Did you
one.
use that one?
I actually don't think I did.
No,
like
I would've caught that.
I was trying to do this
you
whole
got
like build up to it, and then like the conversation shifted, and I was like, no, I can't interject it now.
You got tampons
So I think-
and nostrils.
No, but I didn't get
isn't real.
testicle nostrils. I was trying
Big
to
difference.
Yeah. Colonizing the moon, treasures from the sewers, which that was like came very organically right off the bat. I was like, oh yes. Burning Man, and gnomes with blasters.
Talking about gnomes
I am
with lasers.
surprised that Kevin and Lexi did not get called more on their stuff, especially from like Blake, Dean, and Rod, because I reused old ones from like episode 5 and 6 for them.
I can't
That's
remember
old
everything
stuff.
you said.
You should have
None of those sound
What,
familiar.
No,
you
I
don't
was
re-listen to
surprised
the
I didn't get
episodes
called.
over and over like I do? Oh.
We never even listened to them the first time.
That, not only that, but the ones that don't get used are often
It's okay.
quickly
They were
forgotten.
clearly just tuning out
Yeah,
everything we
yeah.
said. So.
Who cares what Alexis says? She'll be gone by the
Kathy.
next episode.
All right, hot yoga, training the gophers. I
knew it was
just
probably
tried
something
doing the circle the wagon. Yeah, that was bad. I tried.
Okay, do you know what Circle the Wagons is in prison?
No. I thought
Okay, look it
was-
up later. I'm not gonna
Okay,
do it.
okay.
All right.
So hot yoga, I got training the gophers, barbed wire, hula skirt.
That's one
and-
phrase, barbed wire hula scoop.
Yep, that's what I got.
Say it 10 times fast.
Yeah, I had it with Sam, putting Sam in a hula skirt, barbed wires. But it would be with barbed wires.
Mm-hmm.
So 3.
And Dean, what you got for me, man?
I got painting the bread truck, make a shiv from a corn dog, raisins in the toilet wine. I didn't get living in a blanket fort, thanks Blake.
You're welcome.
Talent show for distraction and electrical wire jewelry, which I snuck in with your hula hoop skirt thing.
Right.
Blake, what do you got for me?
You're welcome.
I got stinky brown fingernails, baritone doo-wop singers, worms in the pillowcase.
I knew I should have called that one.
Oh, so
But he did it. He was very clever.
That's a
He
common
got it.
phrase.
Secret flip phone stash, swallowing flares, and swinging from the watchtowers.
Man, I got 4 bluff points, and I got the straw in the cleavage. Yosemite Sam runs the kitchen.
did the whole Looney Tunes thing come
Start
up naturally?
from that.
Came out
Oh.
straight from Yosemite Sam.
I said
kitchen.
Yosemite
Why did
Sam
we not
runs the
call
kitchen,
it?
and then you guys ran with it. And actually, that's the only 2 that I used.
It's kind of sad, like how much we ran with that.
Yeah. Okay, here is your scores. Kathy got a big 5 points.
Yoo-hoo.
Kevin and Dean tied with 6. Rod got 7. Alexis on her first run got 9 points.
That's damn good. It's damn good.
Beginner's luck.
I was one of the people that tied with 6.
Yeah, beginner's luck. Forget I said it.
Now this, I think, is possibly a list game record.
Uh-oh.
Blake got 12 points.
All right.
Once again, this has been an awesome episode of the List Game. We'll be seeing you next time when we do the same stupid things again. This episode brought to you by Stanko Vision.
Ooh, that's stinky.
See you next time, James. We'll try to have a good one for you.